Social commentary can elevate a film beyond mere entertainment and give the audience new perspectives on important issues. However, too often in modern cinema, it is done poorly, and comes off as the writers, directors, or studios inserting their own political beliefs into the stories with lazily written strawmen or self-insert Mary Sues. Luckily, House of the Dragon has managed to do social commentary right, and in this video, we will analyze one instance of this, the death of Aemon Arryn. Although I am sure that most people watching this are familiar with the scene, I will nonetheless give some brief context to it. Should Viserys, the king, die without a male heir, his brother, Daemon, would succeed him on the throne. The only issue is, Daemon is horrendously ill-suited to be king. Even in a later scene, when Viserys defends Daemon from his small council, his advisors, he cannot bring himself to say that Daemon would make a good king. And when Otto Hightower, his chief advisor, proclaims that it is Viserys' duty to protect the realm from Daemon, Viserys does not dispute this claim. The episode also goes out of its way to show the validity of Otto's claim. Earlier, Daemon is shown to be a cold-hearted and authoritarian leader when he leads the city watch in a massacre, and immediately prior to Aemma's death scene, Daemon proves himself a sore loser and vindictive when he refuses to concede after being bested in a tournament. When Viserys' wife, Aemma, is giving birth to a baby Viserys hopes will be a boy, the Maester, a doctor, informs him that due to a complication with the childbirth, they can only save one person, Aemma, or her baby. This forces Viserys to choose, be a good king or be a good husband. If he saves Aemma, he would be all but giving the realm to Daemon, as the episode goes out of its way to show that one way or another, this will be Aemma's last child. Should he choose his child, he may be able to save the realm from Daemon, but at great personal cost. The episode makes it very clear that Viserys deeply loves Aemma, and her death would be devastating for him. However, he chooses his potential son and his kingdom. As the audience, we have spent time with Aemma and Viserys, and we have come to care for these characters. Furthermore, we are subjected to Aemma's brutal and disturbing death scene. This makes us hope that Viserys chooses to save Aemma. However, in real life, we hope that our leaders prioritize their duty to their people over their personal happiness and their family members. We get outraged when politicians give cushy jobs to their friends and family, and if one of our leaders were ever in a position where the only way they could save a loved one was by giving control of their country to a madman, we would hope that they would choose their duty over their family. This is what Viserys did. He chose the well-being of the thousands of people he had a duty to protect over Aemma's life, and his own well-being. It was tragic, however, Viserys did the right thing. Except, he did not. What Viserys failed to realize was that Rhaenyra, his daughter, was just as capable of leading the Seven Kingdoms as any son he could have had. To make matters worse, he only realizes this after he killed Aemma. He never had to choose between his wife or his duty. He just had to rise above the patriarchal society he was a part of. Since he was immersed in these discriminatory values, he was blinded to the reality of the situation, and even though he tried to do the right thing, he failed, since he was incapable of truly understanding his choice. This is why House of the Dragon social critique works so well. It provides us with new and interesting perspective on issues that, to be honest, are beginning to feel overexplored. The point this scene makes is that in discriminatory societies, such as the patriarchal Seven Kingdoms, the warped version of reality that people see throw off their moral compasses, and prevent good people from being good people. It robs them of their moral agency and harms everyone, not just the people who are obviously being oppressed. Although the scene might initially appear to be about Aemma, the show purposely focuses on Viserys. Throughout the episode, Viserys is given much more attention than Aemma, and due to this, the audience empathizes with him more. Furthermore, during the actual scene, the focus is squarely on Viserys. Aemma is barely even conscious throughout it. This makes the audience focus on the more interesting tragedy in the scene, the destruction of Viserys' morality, as he is making what he thinks is an immense personal sacrifice for the good of his people. This nuanced take on the subject elevates the scene above a simple, wow, look at how much it sucks being a woman in a patriarchal society. If I asked you before you watched House of the Dragon, do women have it rough in patriarchal societies? You would probably say yes. While there is some value of reminding people of such a fact, and making them connect emotionally with the plight of women in these societies, I do not think it is terribly interesting. However, if I asked you, does the implicit assumptions within patriarchal societies rob men of their moral agency, before you watched House of the Dragons, I would bet that you would really have to think about it before you gave me an answer. And that is why House of the Dragon social critique works so well. It shows the audience new and interesting perspectives that they probably have not considered before. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.